Hi, uh, today I want to show you how we can use the raw bentonite clay. It's a calcium bentonite to prepare a gel that could be used for um, pulling poison or any infection from a bite. It could be a bite from a snake, a bite from a wasp, or even anything that is a foreign object in your skin. This gel also can be used for reducing pain in the bones or in the muscles, in the fibers of the muscles, because bentonite clay usually pulls a lot of things from the skin. It has a negative charge in this element, and generally the bacteria and the foreign elements from the skin, they are charged positively. So when you apply it in the skin, it has the property, the ability to suction, and not only to suction but to pull the foreign elements from the skin. So the first thing I will do is I will prepare some gel. I also next will show you how you can use the gel to prepare some juice for taking the minerals and not the sediment. The gel, you can eat it once a day, for instance, and that's very good for detox, for pulling contaminants inside your body, like amoebas, candida, when you have candidosis, the white tongue, etc. Very good for that. So I will show both ways, and also I will show you how you could wrap your skin if you want to keep humid the clay, or if you want to dry out the clay, because it depends on the situation. So let's start by cutting. In this case, it's dry, dehydrated. It's very strong. It's like a brick. It doesn't matter if you store the clay in an open jar like this. If you store it like this, it will dehydrate over time. It will become hard like this, like a piece of chalk, and then you can cut it if you need. You can cut it like this. Be careful how you cut. Okay. If you store it in a gel form, it will preserve well. You don't need to have it dry like this. It could be a little hydrated. Either way, it will work. This is the good property of the bentonite, because it has only inert materials, minerals and silica and things like that. So here we have a decent portion, more or less 1 full teaspoon. That could be good for a portion for detox, for eating, for instance. But we are going to prepare some gel simply by adding water. So you add a little bit of water, not too much. You just can add something until it's absorbed, and a little more. And this start to melt this solid clay. And after a few minutes, if you do nothing, after 2-3 minutes, it will be soft, all of it. But you can accelerate the process by breaking the lumps, and voila, this is almost done. And this is the gel. Well, I put too much water now, but if you put just the right amount of water, it will be like this, basically. It will be something like a dough. I put a little bit too much. I will put a little more of clay there to allow the consistency of the gel. And you will notice that it has like a mud, the consistency like a mud, and that's good. Okay, so right now, even we can add a little bit more of clay. I will add some other crumbs of clay there until you have the consistency you want. I'm preparing a gel to apply in the skin, so I don't want to be too wet. I want to be almost like a, like a chocolate, warm chocolate, something like that. This is it. I think it's already done. If you accelerate too much the process, like I'm doing now, you may have some lumps of dry clay. So it's good to apply water and leave the water making the dissolution of the clay. Wait 2-3 minutes, but as we want to do it quickly, I'm just doing it mechanically. Okay, so that clay now is good. You can apply, for instance, I can apply here in a place where I want to feel comfort, or if I have pain or something, you just apply there, and you can leave it like this. Okay, you can leave it like this, but if you leave it like this, the problem is if you go to the bed with this, it will dry out and then some chunks will fall into the bedclothes, and it will be not a good idea. So to avoid that, you can either wrap up this directly with a cloth or something like a towel around. You just wrap up around and go and sleep like that. Okay, or you just can put a paper towel, a portion like this, and wrap up something that allows the clay to breathe, to dry out, and you just go to sleep if you want to sleep with this. But it's not necessary to be all the night with this. You can have it for 20-30 minutes. That's enough time to have the effect. Once this will dry out, you will feel it start to suck a lot of things, and you will feel less pain. If you have pain, the pain will reduce around about 80%. So this is the gel. You can store this in a container, and it will be ready for use anytime you need it. Now, another application of the gel. Let's suppose that you burn. If you burn, instead of putting some material that allows to breathe the clay, you don't want the clay to dry out in a burned area because it might pull out your burned skin. Instead of this, you should put a film to prevent the dehydration. So you wrap out with a film, and then you just keep it like that until you go to a clinic, or you go to home and wash the burn. But you will see that the burn, it will heal very, very well with this, because it will reduce the pain around 80%, and it will pull any bad things in your dermis. So once you're at home, you wash it and you continue the treatment with that burn as usual. Now I will show you how I can make with this. I can make a detox supper. You just take about 1 teaspoon and you just eat it. And after eating it, of course, you will have the mouth full of this. Try to drink something like water, or try to wash your teeth after, because otherwise you have this not very comfortable taste in your mouth. It's not bad, but some people might feel it's too much. So it's a good idea after eating it to kind of drink water or juice or something to pull it and to pass the bad taste in the stomach. The last thing that I will do tonight is to show you how we can do this, convert this gel in juice. So you put more water, and I will put this. You can start in the glass, putting the solid or hydrated bentonite in a glass. I'm putting it here like this. So I will put this there. And what I did is just to add the bentonite in a glass. Why to make a juice? Juice is just the water, not the sediment, not the actual solid material of the bentonite. You might want to have a juice in the morning, for instance, before going to work. And with that, you will take all the minerals of the bentonite without having the silica. The silica is the sediment, because bentonite is about 70%, 60% of silica. So the juice is better because it will not add more silica to your body. If you are taking every night, for instance, bentonite for detox, it's not a good idea to put more silica in the morning with drinking this, because that is water plus the silica and the bentonite. So what we do is we just make sure to mix very well. I will use this mixer to allow all the silica dissolve and mix with the water. You do this for just a little bit. In this case, as it was already in gel form, it's not necessary to do it too much. Now it's ready. Not ready for drink, of course, because it has all the silica in suspension in the fluid. So what you need to do now is to wait. Minimum 20 minutes, 15 minutes. And after for instance, after 20 minutes, you can drink it. It will start to settle all the solids in the bottom. And this was let to rest for all the night. And now you can drink this. You can drink until you start to feel that you are tasting some sediment. And then that's it. You can drink it like just water with minerals. You can add the flavor. If you want, you can add lemon flavor or whatever you want and drink it. And then you have some sediment in the bottom. That sediment, you can put it back in a container where you store your gel because it's still bentonite. And that can be preserved, or you can throw it. This can be safely thrown in the sink or the toilet because it's calcium bentonite. Calcium bentonite doesn't expand. If you take another type of bentonite, the sodium bentonite, that will expand. It's very bad for the toilet and the water channels in general. So be careful what you do with that bentonite. So now you can see that the bentonite start to dry, and after 20 minutes more or less all will be dry out, will be this beautiful color of a greenish, light greenish, and then you can keep it there for, let's say, 1 hour, 20 minutes minimum and more, and you will notice how good it is for reducing pain in joints, pulling any contaminants there. Well, that's it, and I hope this video helped you to enjoy the benefits of calcium bentonite. Enjoy. Bye.